Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about industrial goods versus consumer goods. First we will see what's the difference. The difference between industrial goods and consumer goods. As you know, industrial goods are materials used in production of other goods. So the consumer goods compared to that is finished product that are sold and used by consumers. That is sold to consumers and also used by the consumers. And the other difference is that they are brought and used for industrial and business use. The industrial goods are specifically made for industrial purpose. It's also used for industrial purpose and also used as a business use. But as consumer goods are concerned, they are purchased by general public. So that's why the industrial goods are machineries, manufacturing plants, raw materials, and other goods or component used by industries or firms. And in consumer goods, it's a ready for consumption materials items, the wants, human wants, and to satisfy the consumers. It's such as clothing, food, drinks, medicines, so many other things are which is consumed as a end product by the consumers. So the fourth is it's about the industrial goods are it's very specific buyers are only available with the industrial goods. But as far as consumer goods is concerned, are a very large pool of buyers are available. And the demand for industrial goods are coming out of the need to provide the finished products to consumers, because industrial goods are generally used to produce the consumer goods. So automatically the demand stems from the need to provide finished goods, finished products. And for consumer goods, the demands directly come from the consumers. So this is the general difference between the industrial goods and consumer goods. Now we will look into the characteristics of industrial goods. Industrial goods are when we take about the purchasing, buying power, the nature of buying. It's more, the decision is more rational, that for industrial products we know that industrial goods, we know that this particular material or machinery is required for producing something. So all are logical and rational buying compared to the consumer goods, where it's more emotional buying. It's a more emotional buying in consumer goods. As far as the industrial goods are concerned, it's more complex product lines. So we require high technical skills. It's more highly technical, so we require highly technical skilled people for that, for using the industrial goods. And the purchase value also, industrial goods are very high because of the complex nature and limited target market. So automatically the production cost increases when the number of pieces decreases. And the fourth point is that high level of investment is required for the industrial goods. So often required invest a lot of money to purchase the industrial goods. These are the few characteristics of industrial goods. Now we'll look into the different classification of industrial goods. Industrial goods can be broadly termed, divided in two categories. One is production goods and another one is support goods. Production goods are those material or goods that is used directly for the production purpose. Like that, suppose you are making some dye, some component, or in the industrial purpose it's a component. If you are using some medicine, so the chemical used there is, we can take as it as a production material. production goods. The machineries which is used to make that tablet, we can take it as the support goods. Like that, some machineries may be used or some other equipment may be used for producing that. That is the consumer good, produce that consumer goods. So the industrial goods are divided in two parts. One is production goods and then the supporting goods. Production goods directly come into the production, and the support goods are used to help the production process. So this is the way the industrial products are classified. As far as the consumer goods classifications are concerned, it can be classified in many ways, and few are depend upon the lifespan of the product. If the lifespan of the product is from 3 or more years, in the consumer goods, we call it as durable goods. The examples are bicycle, furniture, car, etc. are durable goods. And non-durable goods are which lifespan is less than 3 years for immediate consumption. So these goods are generally have the lifespan less than 3 years, and the examples are food, beverages, clothing, etc. as a non-durable goods. And consumer services, that is also the intangible products or services produced and consumed at the same time, like that haircut, car wash are the typical example of consumer services. You can also see the fast-moving consumable goods, consumer goods like that FMCG, what we call, make up one of the largest consumer goods groups. So that also one term that used to recognize the fast-moving consumer goods. And the other one is convenient goods, which is readily available to purchase, and milk is some of the examples of the convenient goods. Then shopping goods, like that you have to take a lot of time for planning to purchase this particular items because it may have more investment may be required. So those kind of items or also the choice or the variety also may be different. So it may take little more time to decide what specification of or what size of items are required. Examples are electronics items and furniture items. And also there is a specialty goods, that is where the generally as luxury goods. We can take it jewelry and luxury cars also, like that specialty goods. And unsold goods are such that few people are already there to buy that product in the market, life insurance, etc. So generally all these type of goods we can term as industrial goods and consumer goods, and we can see that it can be it has specific characteristics that to identify these goods, and hope that this information is useful to you people. Thank you very much.